The big bad wolf went to the stick house.
The University of Wyoming has been incredible, and it has completely transformed the level of instruction that our staff can provide to our students.
We can see the benefits of the movement upwards in test scores, and their attitudes towards the school and the entire school environment becomes more of a collaborative family, learning family.
Students are able to communicate with folks and use language that they would not have acquired without this work. And that's really our biggest goal, to help kids, to empower students to succeed in life, not just on assessments.
Really, the mission of the Literacy Research Center is driven by that idea of bringing literacy out to the state, and our ideas of how we can work with organizations and schools to teach students how to more effectively access and produce text, as well as to work with teachers on practices that they can be implementing to help students access and produce text, is really what's driving our work here. And through that work, as students are able to learn to more effectively read, comprehend, write, produce, communicate meaning through various forms of text, then they're more likely to have personal fulfillment, social fulfillment, and economic fulfillment in their lives. The work that we've been doing in our professional learning and research in schools and organizations around the state has largely been positive. We're hearing that teachers and administrators really value the sense of autonomy that they have over their own learning process, the choice that is provided in how they are directing their own learning, as well as the level of support through modeling, resources, and coaching that we're providing that are helping them to implement those research-based practices.
The opportunity that UW Literacy Center is creating for the people, the educators, and then of course the students of Wyoming is priceless, because I think most of my friends in other parts of the country don't have access to the kind of expertise that we have access to, and the fact that it can be reached like we're doing today through technology, and it creates an opportunity for people to grow and learn again with experts who have a level of knowledge that we don't have, so they can bring their research and professional backgrounds into our everyday practice. And I think the two meld together very perfectly. And I think we're creating better things for kids and better things for teachers, because those two things don't always mix. And so I think it's a huge asset to our state. I hope if anybody sees this at some point, as far as, is this something that's been a good investment of funds? Absolutely, it is making a difference in our school. And I think any school who wants to dive in and work hard with the Literacy Center is going to have the same level of success, because I know you all are very committed to helping those who want to work with you. So it's been a great deal.
Something that we found really valuable at our building is that the faculty comes into our school and does modeled lessons. They will give you feedback on your lessons. They'll even do team taught lessons. And then you get a nice debrief session where you get to talk about what went well, what are things that you could do to make those lessons even better.
We've really felt support from the UW team in that we can ask any question, we can fill out rubrics and feel insecure in areas, and they will jump right in and help us. We feel a very safe communication in allowing ourselves to feel vulnerable and allowing ourselves to experiment with new things. And the UW staff has really come in and said, hey, that's okay. Here's where you can go next. Or here's some more articles and rubrics and resources. Let us help you on to the next step. And we've really appreciated that partnership.
University of Wyoming has done an amazing job enhancing our programs. It's really amazing to see the transformation after a year of programming here. And we know that children absorb everything around their environment. And after a year of intensive preschool, it's pretty amazing to see their capacity of how much they're learning and what they can do.
Podemos hacer un castillo.
Podemos juntos hacer un castillo.
Sí.
Odie, ¿tienes otras partes?
Estas
Odie, will you tell us what your idea is?
The family literacy program works mostly with low-income families. In Teton County, low-income families are Latinos in the community, most of them. Our students are 5 years old and they are understanding the teacher in English, but they just choose to reply back in Spanish. And thankfully, our staff is bilingual, so they're able to communicate that way.
Okay, and we'll escape the neither and either for this week. We'll do that some other time.
For the parents, it looks like fitting the program into their work capacity. That means that we try to meet them either at the library or at home for home visits. Some of them do come at night for ESL. At home, we work on supporting what they already do at home and they already know and how to support their children, and just connecting what their students are doing in the classroom. I think that our staff, we see ourselves as learners, just like the students. And we embrace professional development knowing that it is the only way to meet the needs of our students. And it's pretty cool. I mean, it's like the really exciting part about being a teacher is that you're constantly learning at the same time as the students.
lollipop and one piece of other cake, one piece of
My favorite part, especially about working with the University of Wyoming here, is the collaborative piece. That this is something that we as a staff have gotten the opportunity to be involved in, and we've gotten the opportunity to share with one another what we're doing in our classes and our passion for reading. And the big thing for me is, if we're going to do something as a school, I like being able to be involved in that. I really appreciate Mr. McKelkey and the staff at UW for helping us develop what works for us at Big Piney High School. Not just saying, here are some strategies, go throw that out at the classroom, see if it works or not. But they've done a great job listening to us and then giving us feedback based on what's going on here at our school.
UW's there to work with us, and they're in the weeds, and they're helping us to make progress. They are working as hard as we are to try to help our school to be successful at this work. So I think that's the biggest thing. It's a commitment made by both parties to enhance and empower students. So that's my favorite thing of what we're doing with the work we're doing.
One of the administrators that I heard from just the other day said that our expertise here at the Literacy Research Center is a gift. That makes me feel good when I'm hearing of the positive response that we're getting from the people that we're working with, because really that's what it comes down to. I mean, we may be able to provide some numbers to show that we're having impact, but really it's in the stories that people tell where I feel the stronger impact lies.